The Rockford IceHogs continue on a busy stretch of 4 games in 6 days tonight as they welcome in the Iowa Wild to BMO-Harris Bank Center. Joseph Zakshevsky once again with you, joined alongside assistant coach Jared Nightingale for the Forest City Diagnostic Imaging diagnosis of the game. Coach Nightingale, I know you got a couple of days off, a practice day, enjoyed the Super Bowl, I hope, but you're coming off a big win and a big weekend against the Chicago Wolves, a clean weekend sweep against the top team in the Central Division. I'd imagine the confidence in that locker room is riding pretty high right now.
Yeah, I obviously you can get points against the top team in our division. We're really happy with it, but like we talked about last week, I thought we had to match Chicago's work, and we did that. We had some good goaltending. Obviously, Delio was outstanding. But it's a long process of the season. We're getting an Iowa team that got the best of us last time, and very competitive games. We need to be on our game, to have success tonight.
Connected hockey and work ethic, certainly big keys for the IceHogs all season long. Also getting off to great starts. You get the game opening tally in each of those 2 contests as well. It seems like there's a change in mentality when you're able to grab that opening goal or the goal is scored against you. How big is it just to get off and running and have that in your back pocket?
Yeah, for sure. It sets the tone. I think, last 2 games, different stories. I thought Delio was really good, kept us in it. We had our power play was, contributed. Our penalty kill did well and gave us some momentum. But yeah, anytime you can get that first one, you kind of put more pressure on the opponent. But we obviously know that it's a full 60 minutes. Teams like Chicago and Iowa, you got to really stay sharp, especially shifts after goals. And it's going to be no different tonight.
IceHogs with the victory over the Chicago Wolves. Again, the weekend sweep against them. They actually claim the season series, now turning their focus against the Iowa Wild here tonight. Want to talk about Alec Regula. We're going to catch up with him in just a couple of moments, but he's a guy that's on a 4-game point streak. Like a lot of the defensemen that you work with, these are guys that have started to pick up a lot of offense. Ian Mitchell with the power play goal. You get Isaac Phillips contributing. Wyatt Kalnick getting on the scoreboard too. It seems like when you're able to get the D involved, that also changes the mentality and the mindset too. Instead of 3 forwards and 2 defensemen, it's almost like you got 5 forwards available to pick and choose who jumps up when.
Yeah, it's a luxury. All the defense we have, they like to skate. They like to get up in the play. Really good in making offensive zone reads. But I think it's funny how it works. When you play really well in your own end and you're reliable with the puck, especially Regula recently, he's been really good at staying poised and defending the right way in our own end, and then under duress making really good breakout plays and decisions. And sometimes it's not tape to tape, but just chipping it out when you have to. And again, you play the right way. It's good to see those guys get rewarded, and it's been collective. It hasn't just been Regula; it's been all the D.
Now, I know as a coaching staff, you love to see it when the defense can get involved in the offense, and that's been praised throughout the seasons for the Rockford IceHogs and the Blackhawks organization. But is the green light for them to jump and get involved brighter, or is it just more confidence from them the more reps they get as they get growing along in their pro careers?
I think any team, the process, you grow and grow and grow, and obviously we want to add that. Hockey's played, it's not just forwards that want to contribute, but no, it's not recklessly. Like, you pick your spots and spacing, and you have to be a threat. I think the best teams have defensemen constantly in that second wave. But a lot of these guys, like I said, they're making good offensive zone reads, whether it's getting the shot through or jumping into holes. That comes with experience, and it's good to see, like I said, it's good to see the guys get rewarded for it.
Focusing on the Iowa Wild here tonight, this is a team you saw 2 weekends ago in a home-and-home series, similar to the Wolves last weekend. You win the game in Iowa 4-2, but then the Wild come to the BMO, claim that one 4-2. It's been neck and neck, 2-3-2 head-to-head series. What about this challenge makes it a challenge against Iowa that seems like you get a step up on them, but then they're able to catch up to you?
Yeah, it's just a team, man, they play hard. You have to match their intensity. I think every game's it's been pretty chippy. We have to do a good job of managing our emotions. It's funny, last week that both games were kind of flip-flop. Both on the road we get off to a 4-0 lead. They do the same thing, and then we pour it on in the third. So we're going to try to really focus on the first, do what we do well. But it's a really good opponent. You see every game is really tight with Iowa, and we expect that.
You brought up my next point, and is that to manage your emotions, one of the keys I'm going to have for the game preview here tonight, because whenever you play the Iowa Wild, they're the team that leads the American Hockey League in average penalty minutes for, lead in game misconducts, lead in major penalties too. It seems like they try to get under your skin and get under it early. What is it about the IceHogs that, after learning a couple of times now over the last couple of games, how can they dial back but still be physical and engage?
I think we got to go into it, keep that in the back of our mind. I think hockey it's good when you're playing emotional. You have to have it controlled. It's an emotional sport, but not getting caught up in that. I think when we play our game, and stay focused on that. More times than not, we can have success. But yeah, for whatever reason, they're a chippy team, and it's a good test for our team, another good measuring stick to see how far we've come.
And then final point, too, is that this is really deciding what third place is going to look like. IceHogs in fourth, Iowa currently in third. All decided by winning percentage, and you still got a lot of head-to-head meetings, too. But I'd imagine that adds another layer, just knowing that there's ground to be gained in the Central Division tonight.
Yeah, I think this whole week, we have a lot of division games. Obviously we look at the standings and that, but there's a lot of hockey ahead of us. We're more so trying to stay in tune with the process and continue to build and play well. And I've told you this, play well in our building. You have to establish really good teams. It's tough to come out with 2 points and on the road here. So take a game at a time. But anytime you play a division opponent, obviously that's a big 4-point swing.
Coach Nightingale, appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Assistant Coach Jared Nightingale joining us for the Forest City Diagnostic Imaging diagnosis of the game as the IceHogs and Iowa Wild going toe-to-toe at BMO Harris Bank Center tonight. Let's get you back to the action. You're listening and watching Rockford IceHogs Hockey on the Hogs Broadcast Network, presented by BMO Harris Bank.